Do you want to build your own custom AI voice assistant that sounds completely human and responds in real time? In this video, I'll show you exactly how to set one up using ElevenLabs. We'll build two different examples, a customer support and Q&A chatbot, and then also a personal assistant that can help you organize your entire calendar. Hey, I'm Blake, an AI engineer from New Zealand. Let's jump on in. As mentioned, we'll be using ElevenLabs for this, and they've recently released their 11 AI model, which has out-of-the-box MCP support, so you can connect up to any of your existing software and tools through your own MCP server, but they also have their own integrations for Google Calendar, Slack, Perplexity, all inbuilt, which make it really easy. They also have access to over 5,000 different voice clones, so you can get really customized voices through these agents, and you can even clone your own. So what we'll be doing here, this first example, we're going to be going through a chatbot. It's a Q&A chatbot on my website as a bit of support. So we're going to call it AI Blake. We can go through and choose a different voice. Let's listen to this one.
This voice covers a wide emotional spectrum from whispers to shouts.
Sure, we'll go for that one. And let's go create AI Blake. So we get this screen here, and right away we can actually start talking to it. But first, I want to actually set it up so it knows what it's doing. Otherwise, it's just a bland, empty kind of shell of an agent. So I can go over to the top right and go into the settings tab here, and we can go into the customize behavior section. And so this works as a system prompt, pretty much like how you would with any other chatbots. So we're going to chuck in the system prompt. You are AI Blake, professional voice assistant for the Harkness AI website, and your role is to assist users with clear, accurate, and friendly information about Harkness AI services. You can go back and change the voice as well if you want. You can change the language. There's a whole range in there. We're going to leave it as English. And if it is something you're actually going to deploy, you probably should have a lot better of a system prompt, but this is just an example. Integrations, not so much for this one. We'll talk about it in the second chatbot. And then also your custom MCP servers for any of your custom connections to any other software or data sources. Your avatar, you can change the coloring and as well as the speed of how fast it responds to you. So for there, that's all the basic settings we want to do, but now we actually want to give it some knowledge around what Harkness AI is or whatever your actual support is providing. So if we go to the top left, we can go over to conversational AI, and this will pop it up here. You might have to log in here. You can log in with a Google account or just create an account for free, and it will put up to this page. So what we want to go over to is knowledge bases. And so this is where we can upload documents, create just some copy and pasted text of information in, or even add URLs. So what I'm going to do is go over to the website that it's going to be sitting on, and I'm going to add the URLs in here as knowledge sources. So it will pull all of this information. So it scrapes that URL context. Awesome. Do it for the next page, and then do it for the contact page because I've got some questions and answers there as well. Edit, edit, edit. Beautiful. And so if I had a PDF document of pricing or any of that kind of stuff, any other more information that it could be really useful, we'll upload it to here. Now we go back to our agents over here, go on to AI Blake, and we want to actually give it that knowledge. So if we scroll on down to agent knowledge base, we can add documents. We're going to add that one, and add that one. And we want to tick this use RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation, and it's the way of kind of enhancing how it exports knowledge out of these documents and text. And so we'll turn that on there, and so we'll index that documentation and actually provide better answers than just kind of including it in a system prompt in a way. So the last thing I want to do on here is change the first message. I'm just going to have it, hey, I'm AI Blake, how can I help? Now there is so many different settings and parameters for you to change around on here, from changing which actual model it's using, which affects your cost, and also how it kind of responds. You can have multiple voice setups, language detection, security, authentication, all of this kind of stuff. For this one, we're just going to leave that out. Now that I've got it all set up, I'm going to go over to test AI agent, and I can actually call it, start having a conversation, and really test if it's answering these questions correctly and responding how I'd like it to. So let's give it a test.
Hey, I am AI Blake. How can I help?
Hey, what does Blake actually do?
Blake Harkness is an AI developer based in Christchurch, New Zealand. He specializes in helping businesses across the country transform their operations by leveraging custom art.
And so I can go on, and then you can have a back and forth conversation and really test it out for all the different use cases. And then you can go back in the settings and refine all those details in there to get it really, I guess, perfect for what you want. The really cool thing is it's really easy to integrate this actually live onto my website. So if I go back to agents, I go over to AI Blake. If I go over to widget, you'll see this authentication notice. So that's what I was talking about, the security beforehand. I can just embed this code here directly into my website and it will display and show. I'm just going to turn authentication off for this. So if I go over to security, enable authentication, and save down there. Don't do this for production, obviously, unless you do want it to allow anybody to use your AI voice assistant. However, that could rack up a huge bill for you. So all I need to do is copy and paste that one line of code into the bottom part of my website, run my local host, and I can see it down here, scroll down, and I've got this little need help start a call button. So I can go here and actually start conversating with the AI agent.
Hey, I am AI Blake. How can I help?
And so if anyone was a customer coming into my website, they wanted to know information about me, they could actually have that conversation with the AI voice agent really simply from there, as long as I've got money in my account for that to run. So if I now want the agent to actually access my Google Calendar and be like kind of a personal assistant, I can come back to this 11.ai page and go over to integrations, go add Google Calendar, continue with Google, sign in and give it all the permissions through here. After authenticating with your Google account, you'll see a little Google Calendar with a green light on it. You can click in and choose the tool approval mode. So it can either always have to ask you to use the Google Calendar tool or have no approval. And you can see all a list of different things it can do, such as reading your calendar, creating events or deleted events even, which is really cool. What we can do as well is jump into a call and test it out.
Hey there, Blake. Got something I can handle for you?
When is my next meeting this week?
Your next meeting this week is Blake X Mike podcast recording on Wednesday, July 16th at 6:30 p.m.
The really cool thing is you can hook it up to pretty much any software or data. So you can add a webhook or client tool. And as I mentioned before, you can even have your own custom MCP server with its own connections, which again, it kind of unlocks the amount of freedom that you can have with your own custom AI voice assistant. So that's really how easy it is to set up your own custom voice agent and integrate any of your own software or tools and deploy it onto a website really, really quickly. If you're interested in AI tools and software, I post a lot of content around it, so leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you around.